Hey guys, it's Zorvan97, and this is my third video tutorial. This one is going to be covering masking in Sony Vegas. So, first thing, I am not going to be removing that Cam Studio thing in the beginning because it adds an extra 2 hours of rendering to pretty much just clean the video up a tiny bit, and I'm sure none of you give a crap that that little thing popped up in the beginning. So, um, I'm not going to worry about that, and yeah, so masking in Sony Vegas is really cool. It allows you to do a lot of stuff. It makes a lot of effects happen, and they're pretty cool what you can do with it. So, pretty much what masking does is it lets you cut out any part of a video. So you could take like the BR out of a clip and replace it with like a green blob that looks like the shape of a BR. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but you could. So just to show you the basics, I'm gonna bring in the plaid thing from the media generators. Alright, so we got our little clip. To mask, you gotta go into the event pan crop, and then it's down here. I mean, it's in the same little thing that you switch around the position. So go down to masking, you're going to hit check to turn on masking. So let's go over the tools real quick. You got the normal edit tool, which when you click, you're not going to actually do any masking, you're just going to be able to pull it around. You got the anchor creation tool, where you actually make your mask. You've got your anchor deletion tool, where you can delete the same path that you made. You got the split tangent, which is kind of pointless. I don't know if I've ever used it, but you just can select in between and create a point. I guess you could use that if you wanted to curve it, because curving, you just grab the last point, and it's going to curve the line in between. So you could do that for like masking out a person's head or something. I still just like to put points close together. So I don't use that very frequently, but yeah, I guess it's effective. Then there's the zoom tool, which is just simply zooms in, and the enable snapping, which just lets you snap, and then the move freely tool, which just, as it says, lets you move freely. So let's just start off with masking a simple shape, let's say a triangle. So pretty much you create your anchor points, and then you're going to get to the top. You're going to see there's a little circle that appears. Instead of a plus, there's going to be a little circle next to the pen tool thing. So when you click, that means it's going to close it. And as you see over here, it's only what's inside this mask that shows up. I mean, you can also do the inverse mode. So you want to bring up the path mode negative. It's going to switch it. The anti-alias, I actually don't know what it does, so whatever. The opacity pretty much just changes how the outside is, or how the opacity of what's inside of your masking. So as you can see, it got darker over here. So let's just bring that back to 100. And the feather type, you can do no feather, you can do both, you can do in, or you can do out. What the feather does is it changes like how blurry the outline is. So if you're gonna use, so if you did masking poorly, like you were off by a little bit and you didn't want to redo the whole thing, you could, sorry, just being a retard. Yeah, you can just increase the feather, and as you can see, it gets blurry. I mean, it doesn't work as well on a black background, but if I bring in the letterhead and put it underneath, you can see how it gets blurry. It's blurry on the outside. So, yep, that's pretty much feather. You can change that, make it more and more blurry or less and less blurry. I generally don't use it, but you can if you want to. So yeah, that's pretty much how you mask Now, it's pretty much just how you're going to apply masking.